Hello everyone, it is day 3 of Banned Books Week 2021, and today we are continuing our discussion of Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. In the Banned Books mug today is some green tea, so grab whatever you're drinking today and cheers with me, so then we can get started. Cheers. So today's topic is processing current events, serious events, things that are happening in current time when you're a child. Because obviously there's a very big difference between being an adult and understanding, at least on some mature level, what's going on. You might not know all the details and all the nuances, but at least you get the idea of what's going on, versus being a child and just all of the adults in your life are talking about it and you're not really sure what's what, who's who, what it all means. And I think this is one of, if not the main theme motif of Persepolis, and that is growing up during a very tumultuous time in history and not fully comprehending it until you're older and looking back, and in Marjane's case, writing a memoir. So I was born in 2001 for reference, so obviously there's a solid generation between Marjane and I in terms of what we experienced growing up and the events that we lived through growing up, on top of already being across the world from one another. But I think there are definitely some transferable, noteworthy quirks, I guess is the best way to put that. Just little details that no matter who you are or when and where you grew up, some type of thing similar to it happened in your life as well. I remember when I was a kid and Obama got elected, and I remember thinking it was odd because everyone I knew had said that their parents voted for McCain, because I'm from Kansas, so I was confused because the only people I knew who voted for Obama were my parents. But obviously now I understand that Kansas is not representative of the entire United States. Thank goodness, in some cases, but yeah, that was one of the first things that came to my mind in terms of things I didn't understand as a kid. Obviously being born in 2001, you grow up with the repercussions of 9/11 really shaped my childhood. You know, some years like gas prices were like insanely expensive, and you know, I'm from the Kansas City area, and Kansas City is one of the cities, if not the city, with the cheapest gas in the country. And seeing like gasoline prices being, you know, over $3 was insane to me as a 10, 11, 12-year-old, whatever, however old I was, I can't remember. And something I think Marjane touches on quite beautifully is the fact that when you're a kid, if you understand somewhat of what's going on, if you're fortunate enough to understand what's going on, whatever the event may be, especially if it's something you dislike or don't agree with, you sort of feel powerless because, you know, you're too young to vote, you're, you know, not any political influence when you're, you know, 8 years old, for example. But obviously Marjane, if she is the way she portrays herself in her memoir, was quite a outspoken child. And so, you know, talking with family and friends and, you know, hitting the streets if there's like protests going on or whatnot, you know, can sometimes make a kid feel like they're really contributing to whatever's going on, and in some cases they are, and in other cases it's just more of a, you know, learning experience, familial discussion type thing, and maybe you learn a bit about what your parents believe or what your friends believe, and maybe you grow a little bit through that experience, and it's a lot more of a personal journey than like actually impacting politics. But that's still valid and important, and is a really big part of growing up, just learning about personal things. I don't know, I don't really have much more to add on to this. I'd love to hear, especially if you're not my age or Marjane's age, like, what did you grow up during? What events during your childhood do you remember? And what did you think or do about it as a kid? I'd love to hear about that, especially people who are a different age than what is being presented in Persepolis or from myself personally. So pretty quick video today, pretty interesting topic, I think, especially someone who is, I guess, recently matured, I guess. I don't know if that's the appropriate way to say that, but like, I was a child relatively recently, so this is still quite fresh in my memory. But yeah, let me know what you think, as always. Let me know your experiences in this department. And I think I'll just wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and share this series around. I'm really having fun this year. This has been quite, I don't know, I thought when I first set out to, I'm not going to do the like individual day section discussion things that I usually do. I want to do something more like fluid and slippery. I was a bit like iffy about it, but I think it's really worked out. I don't know if I'll keep this every single year from now on, but this is definitely a mode that I think these Banned Book Week videos might take in the future. That's all from me tonight. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for our next discussion. I will talk to you then, and until next time, have safe and consensual sex. I will talk to you then. Goodbye, everybody.